Welcome to Q Aquatics and Exotics. My name's Susie, and tonight we are live in the fish room, and I'm very excited to be in the fish room. So many updates, so many cool things going on in the fish room. I'm halfway through water changes. As you can see, as I'm draining the water, I cannot do two things at once. So I will not be doing water changes during my live stream because that's basically just like, washing my basement floor. I can do without that. So let's check the audio video and get started. I'm excited.
Hey everybody, it's Susie Q and I'm here to show you just what I do. I have a passion for fish and exotics too, so come along with me, it's Susie Q. Hey everybody, it's Susie Q and I'm here to show you just what I do. I got a passion for fish and exotics too, so come along with me, it's Susie Q. Hey everybody, it's Susie Q and I'm here to show you just what I do. I have a passion for fish and exotics too, so come along with me, it's Susie Q. Hey everybody, it's Susie Q. Hey everybody, it's Susie Q. Nah, hey everybody, it's Susie Q, so come along with me. Said I'm Susie Q.
Nice. Let's see now. Make sure that I still have, if you can hear me. Oh, look, who do we have in the chat? Oh my gosh, Scott's Aquatics first. What? I don't think my actual camera is working. Camera 1. Okay, that's that section of the fish room, which we'll be talking about, and that tub, and that terrarium, and my fire skink, none of which have fish in them. And here's camera 2, which is giving me a hard time. It won't show that, so that's okay. I get how it is. Sometimes cameras work, sometimes they don't. It was working fine an hour ago, and then all of a sudden, it's not. So I'm going to turn them off. I'm going to stand up for 1 second. Don't go away. Preserving the battery, even though it's already dead. Okay. Okay. How is everybody today? I want to say I'm counting down to Triple Crown, but I'm not. I'll be going in people's pockets. That's what I heard Carrie say. So if you guys are drinking coffee and there's no coffee. Bucks County Aquarium Society. That's my fish thing. Okay, focus. 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 I'm going to focus. I'm getting all these warning failures. Okay, okay. Don't be warning me. Don't be warning me. Ooh. What is all this? It's got to be fix it, fix it. Okay. Scott's Aquatics. I'm on track again. On track. I do want to go, though. But Lefty offered to give me a ride down there, but it's so much time away, so much money. If I went there, I'd be doing nothing because I have no money. Taylor's Aquatics and Exotics. But I'm going to be going in people's pockets. So if you're there and you do a live stream, I'm going to see it because I have all my notifications turned on for everybody. Hey, Skull. Crypt Keepers is Susie. Twonder. Twonder Aquatics. How are you? Scuba Stevos. What? Patty says, hello, everybody. We're making steady progress through the evening. You are awesome, Patty. There's Kenny and Dannykins. Mark Sterlson. Dannykin says, one good day, Sue, from Mark. Scuba says you look and sound good. Good. Because I have nightmares of that. Oh, I already got a thumb down. Here you go. That's what I like to see, guys. Keep it going. I'm not even going to pay attention. What's up, fish people? New local Austin. Hey. Who am I missing? I don't want to be missing anybody. Dennis says hello. Shane's Vlogs and Animals. What's up, Shane? I gotta check you out. Do I know Shane? I don't have my phone on me. I gotta check out Shane's Vlogs and Animals. I'd love to see what kind of animals you got. Yeah, there is the Triple Crown coming up in a few days. In a way, I can't wait for it to happen so then I could start talking about the Keystone Clash. I'm just like rooting my tongue and waiting because I know there's a lot of people going to go, and I am excited, and I do have a little bit of sour grapes. You know, I'm not going to get go. Woohoo! Everyone go splash that like button. Thank you, Crypt. Thank you. Anyone else sing along, or is it just me? Oh, I hope you all sing along. I hope that this song gets stuck in your head. Window Liquor number 5. Oh, show the host some love and smack that like button. Thank you. Bunny Viper, you should see something funny next to your name if I did it right. If I didn't do it right, I'll keep working on it. I can't see from here. Can't get there from here. Wow, I am so far behind. I'm gonna get caught up. Punchy Paint's in the house. Audio and video are good. All right, keep going. Everybody saying hi. I don't want to miss anybody. Garcia's Aquatics is here. All right, I do want to talk about the Triple Crown because it sounds fun. There's Carrie. Carrie, I better be in your pocket at the Triple Crown. I'm gonna walk around in your pocket because that's what I got. Because I said loving is what I got. Never mind. And never mind. Window Liquor. I just love that. Here she is, Science Gal. I hear you said, here she is, just a walking down the street singing do. Susie Q, you still upset with me? No, fishy mine, I'll forgive you. I just assumed that you just didn't want to meet up with Alishan and myself. I'm assuming you tried to dodge us. My heart is, broken. My one feeling I have is crushed. But no, I'm over it. I'm just kidding. Crack me up. Select Pet, how are you doing? I'm lurking, prepping for the crown. Oh my God, I wish I had an RV that I could stay in, pack my crap up, and head over to Triple Crown. Ricky De Hoyas, what's going on? Okay, I gotta catch up. Petsotics, hello. Check out Petsotics store, guys. Got some amazing things. Shane's Vlog says shout me out. I already did. I shouted you out before you said shout me out. How's that? You don't know me. No, I don't know you, Shane, and that's why I'm going to check out your channel when I'm done. Because I like to see who's lurking. And you weren't lurking. You said some words. So I want to see who's in my chat. Monica Lynn, Aqua Designs by MLT. My favorite Val scenarios I got from Aqua Designs by MLT. I did. Sky Dancer. I just love that Sky Dancer. Q Aquatics, I hope you had Sublime. Yes, it was. I hope you had a good day. I did. I got a lot accomplished. I stayed inside. It's over 100 degrees, and anything over my, regular body temperature, I try not to go outside. I went outside at 6 o'clock in the morning, took care of all the animals. Went out at about 9 o'clock in the morning and set up a mister system. Like, it's not really a sprinkler, but so that way if the tortoises or chickens or ducks or anybody wants to get under that. And then I didn't go out again until right before my stream. Yeah, I said, you guys are on your own. I did. Thanks for the wrench. You got a wrench, man. Yeah, I break out in song. I apologize. I will video call you and personally take you along. That would be so amazing, Carrie. That would be so amazing. Where's Whip? Somebody said, hey, Whip, but I didn't see Whip. Let's get tanked. I see Whip now. All right, did I get to the bottom of the chat? I think I did. Science Gal, new to your channel. Oh, yeah, Science Gal's awesome. I'm totally going to forget to pack something for the crown. Too many things. Yeah, Stephen P., I can imagine. Susie, Shane has reptiles too. Shane, I got reptiles. I got a whole reptile room with 21 enclosures that I'm almost finished making. All handmade enclosures by moi, not a carpenter at all. And I'm trying to figure out, guys, maybe you can help me. All my sliding glass doors are amazing, but they're so razor sharp, and I tried sanding. I'm gonna have to put something on the edges so that if I grab it like this, I don't like you're gonna end up in the hospital. Yikes! And I'm tight here. Yes, you are, but I think you meant I'm right here. But I'll go with I'm tight here, because if you're getting tanked, you could be tight. So, I don't know if you heard. You probably didn't hear because I don't think I did a video on it. But I found my physically challenged leopard gecko. Couldn't figure out, just disappeared. I go in there, and the enclosure's closed up. No leopard gecko. I tore the whole enclosure down. Now, this enclosure happens to be 3 foot by 2 foot, 2 levels. Took every stitch of everything out of it. No leopard gecko. And she is handicapped as she had metabolic bone disease from a previous owner. When I walked into the store, they let me have her because they knew I'd give her a good home, but she doesn't have any hands. So I was very worried about her. Very worried. It was 9 days, and don't tell John Bag of Donuts, but I was letting crickets go in the reptile room, which is basically our basement, like just in case she could, like, I was just so worried about her. I was so worried about her. But I found her, and I am so happy. But just like my children who went away to college, you know, they say don't give away their room. They went away to college. My daughter, bless her soul, she went to band camp, which is like a month before college starts. But she's there. She's going to be there until Thanksgiving. So, you know, she's barely out of the house. And I am tearing down her room because I'm going to finally get out of at the time, my fish room, put my bedroom in there and have my very own fish room. That was my old bedroom. So excited, got everything moved in. So she no longer has a bedroom. This was like day 3 where she calls me and says, Mom, band camp isn't working out for me. I'm going to come home before college starts. So I thought to myself, good parents don't do that. They don't take over the child's room before college even started. But of course she came home until college started. She just didn't have a bedroom. But I did the same thing with the leopard gecko. I already gave it away to Tonto. And so I just made her another one. Because like I said, I have 7 times 3, 21 enclosures in that room. So I found her a beautiful place that's 4 foot by 2 foot. Only 2 floors, but I can add a 3rd story. But she's not a big climber because of her feet, you know. Lefty, what's up, Lefty? The heat is wreaking havoc on my system. On your body system? Silicone oh. I'd have to have a very steady hand and just do silicone. That's a good idea. Steady as I got of those 21 enclosures, which is 42 panes of glass. Well, that's not true because the bottom 7 are for tortoises. They don't have any glass. So it's 28 panes of glass. Both sides is 56 edges of steady hands. That's pretty steady. It's like we'll make you blue. It's pretty steady. See, not too shaky. And I do miniatures, so I could try that. But then I'd have to let the glass like totally dry, huh? Silicone. So I was thinking some kind of vinyl maybe. Like if I just do strips of vinyl, peel off the back and fold it around the edge and go down. And the reason I say vinyl as opposed to tape or anything is my kids own a vinyl store. They sell not vinyl like listening to music vinyl, although he used to collect vinyl, 33s, albums. Vinyl like in where people make t-shirts and custom glasses and beautiful sayings on their walls. They distribute the vinyl. So they got a store and warehouse so I can get vinyl. But I don't know if that would work. I'd have to check. 3G band camp. Band camp, yeah. When I went to band camp, 18 and out or pay rent? Well, they all pay rent. They all gave me rent money, and my one daughter did my laundry for me. Made sure I had food. So they were absolute joy to keep around. But sooner or later, they all flew to coop, so to speak. I'd have been homeless this last 12 years. Shot coffee out my nose, Bob. What did Bob say? I know, right? Yeah, Bandcamp. I did say that. Let's take a poll. Who is going to Triple Crown? Who's going to Triple Crown? Buddy wants to know. Who's going to Triple Crown? Raise your hand. Use duct tape. Oh, duct tape's not bad. And they have all different... Who said Father Fish? Use duct tape. That's Father Fish. Welcome. I'm so happy to see you on my stream. Duct tape. They do make all different colors. I don't have to have as steady a hand. And I won't ever have to worry about pulling it off again and leaving that residue because hopefully I'll never pull it off. Oh, and I can make some a little extra because, you know, my edges aren't always plumb. So when there's a little crack there, oh, that would work. They make a plastic trim like what used on glass lids for tanks, but it might be pricey. I saw one for 1/4 inch. The glass I used is 1/8 of an inch. Oh, what about those? Remember back in the day when they actually had book reports? They might still have them. It's just been 40 some years out of school. And you put your paper in this little like a U-shaped clip, and it would go all the way down. Most of them are about 22 inches, so it has to be, one of them is 24 inches, 22 inches. Oh my God, that might work. That might work. Craig Donaher, Craig's Catfish Cave, what's up? Everybody's saying hey to Craig. It's basically a bluff. Oh yeah, it's basically a bluff. That's creative teaching, creative parenting. I like the traditional silver duct tape. Really? Science Gal's going. I know Science Gal's. Hey, John Larson. There is my channel. Thank you. Thank you. Aqua Designs. I like clear Gorilla Tape. I've never seen this. I've never seen this clear Gorilla Tape, but I'm telling you, usually people get caught once or twice, you know, and they do something about it. Must have been 12 times, and I still haven't, like, done something about it. And I didn't think too much about it, but today my granddaughter went in there to get Tangerine out. That's the baby bearded dragon. And I panicked. I'm like, I'll open it. So the thought of her doing that is enough for me to get going. Where was the handicapped gecko? So did she escape? Oh, hi, Lucky Smith. I am thinking, the only thing I can think of, because when I walked in the room, the doors were closed. She just wasn't in there. Is that when I had the door open and getting her worms, when I put the tongs back and stuff, I didn't see that she had gotten out or fell out because she's 2 stories high, 4 feet from the ground. I closed it up, but she was already gone, that's pretty indicative of her. She goes back to her hide or whatever, and I never saw her. So I had moved things around. I swept everything. I was putting out crickets. I noticed the tortoise enclosures on the bottom. There's this much space, so I thought, what if she got behind the shelving unit? I'm like, oh, that would be horrible. Horrible. But I know if you got behind the shelving unit, sooner or later you could come out the ends, because this shelving unit wraps the whole room. I so made it so that if I ever moved, I'll never be able to take these enclosures with me. Because they're all 4 foot by 2 foot. Some of them are 4 foot by 4 foot. I have one that's 4 foot by 8 foot. Anyway. And nothing. I even brought my kitten downstairs, who was a very good hunter. I didn't leave her free, but because all my reptiles are safe behind some kind of jail bars or glass. And she was down there 3 days in a row, and she was sniffing around. She found crickets galore, but no leopard gecko. So I was starting to lose hope. Really, really heartbroken, because the way I saw it, like all the animals that I have, like obviously they count on me for everything, but this was a special because, you know, she doesn't have any hands left. They're like, that metabolic bone disease is horrible, and it's so easy to prevent. I should say it's simple if you know about it. Like, there are some people that, I was one of them when I have 4 kids, and somebody brought home a critter. We put them in a critter keeper or an old fish tank or something. There was no internet. I didn't do research. I didn't go to the library. I was like, I was not very responsible pet owner, so I could see that could have happened to me, not giving enough calcium or UVB light, or having a UVB light that's old and non-working, especially with the younger reptiles. So that metabolic bone disease, basically, it's very painful. It makes all your bones just like rubber. But then when they turned it over to the store, they started, taking care of her, but all her bones, everything like hardened that way. So she can't really walk very well. And I picking up a towel, and I went to shake out the towel, and there she was. I started crying. I was so happy. There she was. I immediately made a little video for the Tennessee Fish Mafia, or my reptile gang, and I was like, I can't believe that I found her. I can't believe that I found her. And then I looked over at her old enclosure. I'm like, I already gave that away to Tonto, my very large, healthy leopard gecko. So then I saw another enclosure, and I set one up immediately for her. Oh my God. First of all, I just held her because she was so cold. She was so cold. She had my body temperature, and I put her like in here and just held her and warmed her up a little bit. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so that was my story with her. Flynn's Fish Forum. Welcome, buddy. How you doing? I was thinking about putting a couple of good-sized pleco in my pond for the summer. If it's a kind of pond liner I have, I wouldn't be worried about puncturing the pond liner. I would be worried about ever finding mine again. I have a 1,000-gallon, 2,000-gallon pond. But I kind of have the bottom pretty murked up for turtles, so I would never put a pleco in there. That's easy food for my, although they probably wouldn't like it very much. But I don't have any fish aside from the mosquito fish, the koi, the goldfish. Now my summer tubs, that's like above ground, some are buried in ground, but that hard plastic, I don't think that's what you're talking about. Fanaticals. Did I say that right that time? Fanaticals. I did. It's easier than it looks. Susie, if you just move just like Lucas and advertise a house with enclosures. Yeah, I don't think I'm as popular as Lucas or would be as lucky as Lucas. LRBAquatics.com. Love Lucas. I've been watching him since the beginning of my time in fish keeping because I could relate to him. As soon as I saw him the first time, I'm like, dude, is this guy a hippie? That he's like young enough to be one of my kids, but is he a hippie? He sounded like a hippie, looked like a hippie, but he was the age of my kids. And I'm like, that's okay. One of my daughters is like a hippie throwback, so related instantly to him. And he got a little bit of conspiracy going on, and I thought, oh, this guy was awesome. And the way he kept fish was the way I wanted to keep fish, but it was told, no, you have to do this and you have to do that. Now I'm hearing him talk, I was like, oh, I can try. So yeah, I love LRB, but he got very lucky selling it like that. I think the person I'd have to sell it more of as is. If only there was a live stream that would teach people about that. I know, Mike's Aquatics and things, I think there will be. There is a live stream Friday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern. We're calling it Reptales. We're telling all different kind of tales about how we keep reptiles. We're going to have all different topics, and I think UVB and calcium and vitamins is a very good topic for fish keepers, or for reptile keepers, because we're focusing on the new reptile keepers or the ones who want to be reptile keepers. So, and we're also having special guests. Check out the Facebook page, Reptales, because right now it's on Mike's Aquatics and things. It'll be switching between his channel, my channel, Bob's Exotics and Bob's Aquatics and Exotics. Punchy Pam's like, we'll be switching it up, but you'll always be able to find the link on the Facebook called Reptales. And it's pretty exciting. I'm excited. I've tried to expand my channel slowly, including my reptiles, but every time I do that, my stats go down, my numbers go down. Then, I've got a members only stream that I talk about the reasons why I do what I do and how I do it and do what I do. And I like getting into detail. Whether anybody's there or not, it doesn't matter to me. I'm getting into detail on what I do, why I do it, why I don't do things. and the whole reasoning behind it, because I want to keep this channel to my fish and things. Now, right here, I have, get ready, don't get dizzy, a tomato frog. Not a fish. There is my tomato frog. He's probably a year and a half old. He's a lot bigger than the camera is making him out to be. He's a big, big guy. Oh, look at these. I got these nano tanks with my CPDs. Thanks, Foxy Roxy. Oh, let's see my 180 lights on. Look at all the water's down. This water, I just pump it right into the sump pump. The sink goes right into the sump pump, but I can't fill it up on my live because, like I said, I will make a big mess. But I do want to talk about my amphibians and my reptiles and all these things I love. And I love making terrariums and aquariums. And now I can get my camera back up. Whoa. 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 How's that? Is that close to where it was? Oh, okay. Spaghetti's a sweetheart. Aww. Maybe snail advice. Maybe just environment. I don't know, being nice. Joined Bob and the Tennessee Mafia. Yep, they're coming up at 8 o'clock tonight. So I heard on Carrie's stream, which is Science Gal, amazing stream, amazing human being. And she was talking about that Lefty was telling her, like that's like, my friend said that her sister's brother said that, we come with that's the whole thing. That there's this thing that YouTube is now doing that you can have your stream directed when it's over right to the next stream. Like, whoop, just instantly. And if you didn't like it, you could leave, but you wouldn't have to do anything. You can go get your coffee and already be in the stream. So you don't even have to click a link. I think that's great. I'm learning how to do that. But I think Bob Kaler of the Aquatics and Exotics needs to give me permission in his YouTube to do it because it wouldn't let me do it because I don't have permission. He gave me verbal permission. I thought that was adorable. He goes, yep, you can do that. I give you permission. I'm like, no, Bob, no. Reptiles. Me and my daughter will be watching. Yes, it's called Reptales, Tales. But it is all about reptiles and amphibians. We might even get into those 8-legged critters. I won't say their name. This week coming up, we got Wally Kern, the Isopod father, the pod father, right? He's with Supreme Geckos. Well, he's with him and his wife are Supreme Geckos. And I'm very excited. I've gotten almost all my isopods from him. He is down to earth. He's regular fish fam, even if he doesn't have fish. He's just a really nice guy, and I can't wait to talk to him. So yes, Shelby K, check out Reptales. It's going to be fun, especially kids getting into the hobby of reptiles and where to get them. Because between the four of us, we've got like 80 different kinds of reptiles. So we're the guests that we're bringing on. We're bringing on beginners, experts. We're going to be talking about certain topics. The last week we talked about actual enclosures that are good for reptiles and not. So I thought that was interesting. I keep missing reptiles. Hey, Fish Dreams. I want to learn more. Oh, we're having so much fun doing it too. Be fishy. Thanks. A small above ground pond. So I'll find. Oh yeah, above ground pond. You're good. Above ground pond. Mine, I would be too hot right now with the above ground. My above ground pond is only like 100 gallons. And it is so, but the pleco might be okay. Depends on the age of the pleco. Hi, Bob. Isn't cool Susie found her? Oh, yes. I found her. I did. The poor reptile didn't have her paws. I know. So I knew she couldn't climb or anything. It's so sad when newts don't eat. Oh, yeah. I get sad when any of my reptiles hibernate or brumate. It's like they're gone for months. Do what you do, Susie. Sometimes people who get it are smaller groups. Right. Exactly. I have a leopard gecko and a baby green anole. Oh, how cool. I love those anoles. I'm trying to get my leopard gecko to be handleable. She's very much afraid. So now with the front opening door, I think it'll have a better chance of getting there than putting my hand in the top because, they're prey. And you come in from the top. isopods. I have so many. Oh my gosh. Lucky Smith, I need so many with 14 enclosures. Now they all have at least 1 to 3 inches of some kind of substrate, clay, sand, dirt, coconut coir, like all different for different animals, but they're all going to be bioactive. So I'm going to be needing isopods coming out my yin yang. The Garden of Eater. How's it going, everybody? I'm ready for the shrimp contest, but I'm listening. Oh my gosh, that's so exciting. I think the real beginner reptile is isopods. But is that a reptile? We'll find out next week, this Friday, with Wally. But who did a good one? Biggs. Do you guys watch Biggs? What's his channel's name? His channel name might just be Biggs. Oh, great guy. Down to earth, real people, man. He's awesome. My love of nature started with the roly-polies. Yep. He doesn't compete anymore. We run the contest. Oh, okay. Oh, how cool. Yeah, I guess you don't compete. Oh, Greg Jones is lurking. Congratulations again on the baby. I'm surprised you're awake and not like doing this. Newborn babies don't sleep a whole bunch, do they now? Fish dreams. Mine was a grasshopper, then the roly-polies. I did the monarch butterfly. The caterpillar into the monarch butterfly. Monica, it's awesome. I wish my African house snake would surface. Yes. I wish too. That's a horrible feeling. Hey, Bentley, how are you doing? Dropping in while I edit. I find it next to impossible to lurk while editing because I find myself saying things that I wish I was typing in the chat, but I said it if I'm doing a voiceover. I type it. I can't do two things at once. Chris Biggs, yes. The Mad Aquarist. Thank you, Select Pet. The Mad Aquarist. He's got some good videos. Him showing his daughter all the isopods and going to isopod breeders up in Canada. Big Easy. It's not easy, Bim, Big Easy. I think if that's what you meant. What did Big Easy meant? I didn't even hear Big Easy in the house. Oh, Greg Jones, I can't even tell you how happy I am for you. Back to reality here. I'll see you there. You guys getting ready to go to the Triple Crown. My isopods came from under the flower pots. Ah! So I'm a little leery, and this isn't a conspiracy theory. I'm leery about using any of my animals, isopods, earthworms outside because of all the poisons my town sprays for mosquitoes. It's just, I don't even grow. I grow aquaponically. I don't even like to grow in the dirt. So let alone, I don't know what they're eating. If they're like, I just have a hard time with that. I want to start an earthworm. Is it called a farm? Is it called a farm? An earthworm? I don't know. Dirt pile. A dirt pile. But not outside. Like for, because the red wigglers, my axolotls, my turtles, I love those red wigglers, man. Isopods, I'd like to propagate them. I don't do very well. As soon as I get a couple dozen, I put them in my biotopes and my vivariums and my terrariums, and I never quite get a chance to propagate them, or I don't do it well, I should say. Maybe with an automatic misting system would be better. But I do have a dubia roach farm, and I love it. All my audio work is done. Yeah, that makes it easier. Oh, thank you, Bunny. I have leopard gecko and my baby green anole. Okay, I saw that. Awesome. What kind of leopard gecko? I have, I forget, what do you call the giant ones? I got one of those. I get chemicals from the cornfields. Yep. I don't have anything being sprayed, and I'm way out of town. Well, that's cool, then. Can I get a mod? Do you have a live stream? Do you need a mod? I wonder where your African snake is hiding. I think it's in his baseboard. Yeah, you should not use bugs from outside. Exactly. I just can't trust it. I can't. If I don't even trust to use the dirt to grow my food in, you know. And today I got tomato, 2 more squash, and not only did all the tortoises and some of my turtles, my Who else got them? All my bearded dragons. Sophie, my parrot. What else did I chop? Oh, and then I chopped up all the ends. Got all chopped up for my crickets, dubia roaches, earthworm, not earthworms, superworms. The superworms didn't look like they ate them though, so. Yes, worm farm, but not earthworms. They're like compost worms. Huh, is that like, where do red wigglers? I have to learn more about worms. The red wigglers seem to be the right size. Earthworms seem to be way too big, and I am not a fan of like cutting them. I can't do it. And they're way too big for my axolotls, because some of my axolotls are adolescents. Some of them are grown. Even the grown ones, to watch them take an hour to eat a worm, I don't think that's accurate. I don't think that should happen. So, and I don't like cutting them. But I wish you all the best to you. I'm sorry if that wasn't funny. Uh-oh. I shared my zucchini today with the fish. I did get the zucchini last week. I started peas, but I started them too late. I started them, it was already 85 degrees outside. I should have started them in here in the cooler weather, like down in one of these terrariums, because I love peas out of the pod. I'll just have to wait a little bit longer. I could eat peas out of the pod like somebody eats a bag of popcorn. Once you cook them, not a fan. But peas right out of the pod, Now my tomatoes I have to grow in dirt. I got my own dirt, made a raised bed, because their roots are too big for my aquaponic system. Video on Plantique 101. Thank you, Kaler's Aquatics. Aren't most compost worms red wigglers? If they are, I'm all about that. I can do that. Now compost, correct me if I'm wrong, is all my vegetable waste, eggshells, just no protein, no meat. Well, eggshells are protein, right? But no meat, like, no, not that kind of trash. No animal trash, right? I think I could do this. I've got to learn a little bit about it. It seems like it would be simple enough. And now that I know, now I don't think I could do toads and frogs. I was going to start doing like frogs for Western hognose snake, but I'm not a big fan of live food. Sugar snap peas are the best. You're not kidding, Bentley. Oh my gosh. I get a little irritated because I'm a very lazy eater that I have to pop them all out of the pod, but it slows me down a bit. Could you imagine if it was just a big bowl of already taken out of the pod? Yeah, baby. Yes. Love them, love them, love them. My kids ate raw green beans from the garden. It's one of my favorites. Yep, I eat the green beans, the peas. My brother, sit down and get ready, would eat onions right out of the garden as if it was an apple. Like he'd pull them out. We grew up, we had small, very small corn. We only had like 3.5 acres. So we had a very small cornfield, which my brother and I basically just played tag in. Nightmares, because we had a little pond down the hill in the back that we went ice skating on every winter, and we had a snapping turtle that was probably over 100 years old. I remember my dad getting it out of the garden and putting it into a wheelbarrow to take it back to the pond, and it snapped the hoe in half. It was just like frightening. I had nightmares of me running, getting nowhere, and this snapping turtle getting closer and closer. So when I see people that have pet snapping turtles, I was like, no, I can't. I have something deep-seated scary thing going on. You won't eat the peas. Who said that? You would eat those peas. Oh, Ken, you're so funny. Yes, I would. I think that's not in the chat. But my neighbor just said those peas. Okay. I have gotten into these Pekin ducks are so amazing. I could take a half a bag of frozen peas and they act like they haven't eaten in years. The way they just start biting the air, waiting for them to come down and devour these peas like I've never. That's exactly how I would be eating the peas right out of the garden. You're right, Ken. Oh my God, that made me laugh. Oh, look at this, guys. You want to see this? Let's see if it shows. I don't know if I have this. I'm going to try, but it means I'm pushing buttons here. It means I'm pushing buttons. La 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 la. Yeah, I should never be pushing buttons. Oh, I hope I have it. Cancel, cancel. It says locate file. Dag it, I'm going to have to come back to it. I want to show you this video because I'm pretty impressed with this. Pretty dang impressed. It's going to tell me. This is going to be awkward silence because I have to remember 5949. And I won't remember 5949 unless I keep saying 5949. Because I did a lot of drugs in the 70s, guys. Not proud of it. 5949. 5949. Here we go. Let's see if this works. Okay, that wasn't helpful. That's the same. This is this one here. I thought it had audio to it, the history behind it. Ken hand carved my logo out of wood. Even the eyeball of my angelfish has the betta eye. If you see the eyeball, it's actually the betta fish in my logo. Hand carved and painted, shellacked it. I love this logo. Thank you, Ken. Oh my gosh. That was a whole lot. Be right back. Sorry, y'all. Told them to. That's my fault. Don't ask for mod. Oh, yeah. Check out Shane's Leopard Gecko on his channel. Thank you. Monica, what's new? What new stuff do you have in, Monica? She got so many cool things. She was talking to me today about these two opaline gouramis that really caught my attention. Really caught my attention. 5949. Thank you, Mark. It's one of those that... And trust me, I've heard myself. I know what I sound like. I've got kids and I got friends that say things once. They go and come back and they got it. I could fail that test where they give you 7 items, talk about something and say, what were those 7 items? I'd be like, Or if they said, who is the president? We won't get that. Nothing, Bob. Just a ton of vowels. Lots of vowels. Oh, she's moving fish around. She's going to post a video. I can't wait. She's going to post a video. Yes. That's what I'm talking about. So we got 15 minutes left. 15 minutes left. And I want to show you what I got. But it's a video coming out next week. So I kind of want it to be a surprise. But it's definitely going to be for this aquarium. Let me get you so you're not jiggly. There we go. This is my 180-gallon fake plants, fake rocks, real fish. Real fish. We got, what, a half a dozen or a dozen silver dollars that all look to be hiding. There is my juvenile Oscar. Now over here, I want to put this Oscar in. My other large Oscar came, if you watched my Tuesday morning with Q, coffee with Q, it came to a demise. It was horrible. Absolutely horrible. Absolutely horrible. Oh my gosh. Which channels is Monica's? Aqua Designs by MLT. Aqua Designs by MLT. Yes, it is. Oh my gosh. And I think she's got to get gills. I'm not sure. But I forget. Don't get mad at me, Mon. I forgot. Oh my God, look at this camera. What's wrong with me? You need to be a bit older and a bit more. Thank you, Pam. Do I need to? No, you know what you do is you become a channel member, like not a channel member. You become active in the chat and you like learn what the, what's it called, etiquette? There's chat etiquette and not. There's certain unwritten rules and written rules. You start learning things by osmosis and talking to people. I mean, that has to be known. That's not something you get trained on by the person who is live, if that makes sense. So yeah, just a little bit more experience in a live stream where there's actual rules and etiquette to follow, if that makes sense. I don't mean to sound like I'm etiquette anything. Because you know, if you know me, you know I don't follow etiquette. Shane, if you are in the chat and on streams for a long time, yeah, that's exactly right, exactly. And you'll get it. You'll get it because there's a few people in the chat that have already gone and checked out your leopard geckos. So, and if you go live, I don't know if you go live or not, you know, then you'll start getting your own audience and understand how the chat should work. There's a lot of things involved. And if you ever want, I can do a, what do you call that, FaceTime on Instagram and talk to you about different things about it. Because I got to tell you, YouTube has complicated my life to the nth degree, but it has also enhanced my life. I love my YouTube friends, my fish fam. I love going live, editing videos like Bentley's doing now. He's editing. There's like a whole process once you get it down. And I love the fish keeping hobby, sharing everything in my fish keeping hobby. I am not an expert, but I like to share how I do things. This is how I do things. I'm not saying it's the only way. This is my way. And I'm always open to learning new ways as well. So it enhances my life as frustrating as photo storage and organizing and my camera's not working. That's all right. It all comes to play because I found such a great community in our fish fam. I love it. I love it. And as soon as the Triple Crown has come and we get to watch all the exciting things that they do, I'm going to start talking about the Keystone Clash. I am going to start talking and pushing all the fun things we're going to do as a group, as Fish Fam. Even if you can't come, send us your stickers and we'll put them out on the table. We're going to have live feeds of 2 to 3 minutes. I think you could just go to Rico's stand and send them to Rico's stands. 2 to 3 minutes about your channel, your fish room, whatever. Like, so we can show the people that are, I'm going to say terrestrial, that doesn't make sense. The people in person, what the online community is like. Because there's a lot of fish keeping hobbyists that don't quite understand YouTube or don't quite understand, you know, the whole online fish keeping versus, you know, the Facebook know-it-alls or the fish police kind of thing. It's more of educating people. We're just like almost like an aquarium group online, though. You know, there's no leader. We're just all having a great time and supporting each other. Chattanooga Ed, what's happening, bro? Furloughs Aquatics. Hey, everybody, pop it in for a second. Hopefully, I'll be seeing you in 10 minutes. I don't know if you can make it tonight. But in 10 minutes, the Tennessee Fish Mafia is this amazing panel that hosts special guests every week. And sometimes it's the panelists. And I'm very proud to be an honorary member of the Tennessee Fish Mafia, even though I don't live in Tennessee. I am an absolute wannabe. I am Susie Softail. And yes, that's because of my motorcycle. So they say. And I just have a ball with it. I have a ball with the Q Aquatics and Exotics, sharing my fish and reptiles and trying to keep things in check when people are like really mean. I don't like drama. I don't like mean. So if somebody's got a lot of drama or you're going to be a lot of mean, you can just keep on walking. I don't understand people. Animals are always exactly. But except for, guess what? Sophie bit me. If you don't know, Sophie's my severe macaw. I should know better, but I got my feeling hurt. Deep down, I know better, but I was like, I can't believe she bit me. And she just got nervous, that's all. But I took it so personally, like, what? But yes, I love animals. I love the animals. Boop. I cannot go live. Okay, so good. So you'll learn being in the chat then. Susie, there's lots of places up for sale in Tennessee. I saw this one place. It was like a rundown house, half modified. It was just horrible. But there was an amazing insulated barn, shed, pond. I don't care about the house. I can fix up the house. As long as there's running water, right? I can fix up the house one room at a time. What I care about is I can move my animals down to a secure insulated barn, start making my outside enclosures. I think there was even a pond. And I'm talking this property, it had to have been at least 3 acres. I'm like, wow. And my requirement in my head is just a half an acre, 1 acre, I'm fine. I just want a little piece of land where grass and things grow. I was looking out in Arizona with John, and I didn't see anything growing. There's like a lot of dirt and dust. So I wasn't sure about where he was showing me in Arizona. See you Saturday. Oh, what is Saturday? Is this our picnic? Let me see. Bucks County Aquarium Society picnic at like 11 o'clock. Did I saying it right? Plowicki Park. You guys are in the area, stop on by, because this is my local fish club, Bucks County Aquarium Society, which I happen to think is the best in the world, most accommodating, most friendly, best auctions. We just started meeting up in person again, and we're having our picnic. Like, does it get any better than that? Like, hello? Saturday. I think I'm going to be bringing my granddaughter again because I just love to share the love. So yes, thank you for reminding me, Alishan. I'm very excited about that. Oh, and there's the link. Thank you, Aqua Designs. I was going to say Monica, but people will be looking for Monica. Alishan, I said something to Fishyman. I said, were you ditching us? Were you trying to ditch us? Select Pack, she has the use of my wooded lot uphill, but hasn't moved yet. Do I have the use of it for real, though? Do I? Parrots don't understand. No. They plan on biting your feathers. I know it's not her fault. I just got my feelings hurt because I've been working with her so closely over these last few years, and now she'll step up and I get to scritch her head if she gives me permission. I could tell now body language and everything. But she was going to step up and change her. I kind of flinched. So she changed her mind. And then she came down and bit me hard. Oh. No. There's not. Tennessee is all full up. People need to go look into the property in Georgia. So let me get my head straight. 10 over mag. Tennessee, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia. Georgia's right on the East Coast. I got it. Not that far down. I got to check out their carry laws. I got to check out their turtle laws, tortoise laws. I can't imagine Georgia would be worse than Pennsylvania. But I got a lot of animals I'm carrying across state lines. And I got to make sure I do on the up and up. Not that I think the turtle police are going to come to my house. But I do YouTube. And I remember this one time I was doing my kitchen tank and I was showing everybody. And Tom called me and said, you might want to take that video down. You got a crayfish in there. I'm like, I know. Isn't he great? He said, you can't have that. So I had to rehome my crayfish, take the video down. I was so angry. Oh, how old is she? Are you talking about my Sophie? She was 5 years old when we got her. I've had her 4 years, so she's almost 8 or 9. She's going on 9. And when we got her, she was afraid of fingers, not arms, fingers, and sticks, perches. Definitely afraid, and when she's afraid, she bites. So I could do this if she would stop. I go like this, she keeps walking up my shoulder. Now, if she's not trained enough to step up and get off my shoulder when I want her to, I don't want her up here. because these dangly things, they look just like her toys. You know what I mean? And she rips her toys apart like a good bird. Oh, oh. If that's what you were asking. Oh, you were asking someone else. 10. Yeah, that's about right. It's such a good club. I had to join too. Select Peg, that's awesome. I heard we had some online joiners. I'm on 3 acres, a prairie, quarter pond that needs dredged and runoff, cornfields diverted around it. How beautiful is that? That is like a dream. Not that I could ever be off the grid, but I could get pretty darn close. But I have to be close enough because John Bag of Donuts is not off the grid kind of person. He doesn't understand the concept. But I would prefer riding my motorcycle where I have to watch out for animals more so than these crazy drivers that actually text while they're driving. Lots of free raffles, all in one tank. Ooh, plushy plecos, gift certificates, aquarium. Now, do you know if there's any prizes that are like Sam Scales artwork, or is that a different auction? The bucks is okay, but it's no ETAA. I can't speak to that because I don't know the ETAA. I just know Bucks County Aquarium Society is freaking amazing. If you don't know, Callie Parker, freaking amazing. Fishy Freak Scotty's in it. We got so many people. Alishan, you're in a several, aren't you? Aren't you? All it takes is a nosy neighbor. I know, right? Or a nosy neighbor. Like, my neighbors are nosy, but they're fun. And they're partiers, and they're loud. So they don't care what I'm doing. And I don't care what they're doing. But we get those Karens, and I hate to say it because I got a friend named Karen, but we get those Karens that think it's their business and who's doing right or wrong. If you move to Chattanooga, you can just go over to Georgia. We can make room for you, Q, but don't tell anybody. You got to make room for John Bag of Donuts. Whip, do you still ride? That would be fun. Crayfish are banned? Yeah. In Pennsylvania, I am only allowed to be in possession of one eastern musk turtle. I can't have 2. I'm allowed to be in possession of one eastern painted turtle. I'm not allowed to be in possession of eastern box turtles. There's a lot of rules in Pennsylvania. How did the axolotls fare? They started, a couple of them are at, I did a video on an unboxing of the axolotl eggs. Some of them broke open out of their eggs sack a little early. They didn't make them, but all the other ones that are swimming around now, the infusoria, I think I'm saying that right. I do a little bit of crushed egg yolk because I feed them outside and then put them back in. They seem to be doing good. You can see them because they pop up a little bit like this when they eat, and then you can see it in their belly. So I'm hoping. It's so touchy here. I'm so afraid with this water. So afraid, but so far so good. Carry laws and turtle laws, May want to look at Kentucky then. Get Southern Kentucky in just a couple hours. Bob, Ed, James, Mafia. Wow. Kentucky legal for smoke? Well, the smoking doesn't affect me one way or the other because I made a promise, an oath, that I will do whatever it takes to not pick up 1 drink of alcohol. And if that means not smoking weed, then I will not, even though I don't have a problem with it. Actually, I would prefer that over Big Pharma. But if I can't guarantee I won't pick up a drink, I'm staying away from it. 28 years clean and sober. It's worked so far. I'm afraid to change anything that's worked because it's working. I saw and commented on Lucky, but some didn't make it. That's right. Thank you. Oh, right. Sam Scales art will be at the yearly auction. So I've got, that's a Sam Scales. That's a Sam Scales. I got one upstairs also that's a Sam Scales. I love his artwork as well. I love the fish artwork. My bird crushed some of my string of, oh my gosh. Are your silver ones more durable? No, they're not. And trust me, I don't let her near my neck or my ears. I can't do it. I can't do it. Yeah, I still ride sometimes. It's very frustrating up here because the roads are so bad. But I still have my fat boy. So he's got a wide glide and a CVO something. And I've got a soft tail. Softail Deluxe. You could move to Wyoming. We have no laws. But you told me you have no nothing. You told me Wyoming has no nothing. Cuboids is doing another scaper workshop August 25th. I love Cuboids. Not so local fish store. Love it, love it, love it. It's like a fancy foo-foo fish store. I got to do a video up there of his fish store because it's just so beautiful. Congrats. Thank you very much, Bonnie. I honestly, I owe it all to God. All to God. It's His strength that keeps me going, and so I'll do whatever it takes. Because could you imagine how crazy I am now if this was on alcohol? Oh my God. First of all, they'd be taking me away in handcuffs. Second of all, I'd be getting bleeped and blurped. I'm headed over to Kaler's Aquatics and Exotics for the Tennessee Fish Mafia panel. Oh my God, this is great. I wish I could roll right over into that live stream, but Bob's got to give me permission first. Maybe next week I will have it. Thank you, everybody, for coming. I saw your message, Shane. I'm going to check my Instagram. But right now, I'm heading over to Kaler's Aquatics and Exotics for the Tennessee Fish Mafia. But I'm going to end with my daughter singing one of my favorite songs. Can't go wrong.
Hey everybody, it's Susie Q and I'm here to show you just what I do. I have a passion for fish and exotics too, so come along with me, it's Susie Q. Hey everybody, it's Susie Q and I'm here to show you just what I do. I got a passion for fish and exotics too, so come along with me, it's Susie Q. Hey everybody, it's Susie Q and I'm here to show you just what I do. I have a passion for fish and exotics too, so come along with me, it's Susie Q. Hey everybody, it's Susie Q. Hey everybody.